Huh? Did you say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Hmm?
Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
What's that?
Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Oh, I guess. Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really.
I see.
Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Oh no, is that what happened? Because everything refreshed. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. Is the stream better now? Well, I don't know what happened. Everything just refreshed. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? Yes, okay, good. Thank you. It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right?
That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this for all it's worth.
Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prepare his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared.
Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick.
That night, I was on the boat. I'm like, something wrong, Mr. Wright. There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay, first of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak.
And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour?
Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for?
What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for the Squatty.
That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense.
The is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with.
Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12, yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know? Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order. Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick? It's pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Yeah, he's just like, yep. Sorry, I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. It's okay. Larry is always there to try and help. Underline try. Let's go. What is testimony? Present. Wait a sec, Larry? What? You only heard one bang, you're sure? That's what's said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm wanting to see it. I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts? What? You only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Eh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, he is trying his best. Yeah, so what? That's a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, what's your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Continue. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony.
Pa, nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's the lost.
Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud, like but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You were listening to your radio at high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem is here.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drumbeat from the radio.
True enough. It is difficult to believe this testimony. Objection. Oh, wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio? Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Charade. Whatever. So you turned on the radio? Right. I just want to hear someone's voice, you know. You don't know what it's like alone out there on Christmas Eve alone. I shouldn't have said anything. Okay, this isn't important. Real boomin' loud? Yeah, you know. And you had headphones on. Yep. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. But I'm sure I heard the gunshot. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. Nah, can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? What did she say?
Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible could knowing what a radio DJ said to us?
Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask him? Oh, fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot. Iconic line coming up. Iconic line. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Aunt Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. There's one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Okay.
Hey, it's almost Christmas.
It's almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Oh, that wasn't the right one. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you said is correct? Huh? What's that face, dude? You're looking scary. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
That would seem to be the case, yes.
But he should have heard that gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact.
Let's see what the time on the photo was taken when the gun was triggered by Miss Hart's camera. 12:25 at 00:15. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day.
This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Order. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious.
What?
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard the gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
Hi, Badger. I'm using my brain. Oh, here we go. Empty leak. Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Look at this graph.
Oh.
But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Aha!
Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve.
Indeed, it would seem that this is the case. Then, where does this leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken?
Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were two sets of gunshots within a 25-minute pause between them.
Why would this be?
Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises.
Yes?
There's no proof that this loud noise was at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why the witness could have sneezed triggering the camera.
Hey, my nose was clear that night, man, clear. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed the gun? Please show your evidence to the court if you have it.
Is it that the thing was fired 3 times? I'm gonna try this. This is my evidence.
The murder weapon?
Something about this pistol is bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now I've realized the truth. That third shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen on the lake that night.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why?
Uh-oh, I'd better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai?
Huh? Yeah, of course I remember.
The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case.
What do you mean?
Maya.
Yes?
Hold on.
Sorry. If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edward's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm gonna run with it.
Right, I mean, is this safe?
Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick.
Your Honor,
Yes, Mr. Wright.
the testimony just now has cleared up this entire case.
What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on the lake. That was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on the boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other men on that boat.
I admit, it's hard to imagine any other possibility.
Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15.
But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. We're cooking. We're trying to cook. Is it burning? Maybe a little. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are.
Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth.
What?
Oh, what? Are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that long. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Ludicrous.
Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then.
The murderer's name, Wright, I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know?
Bah, again, you waste my time.
I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There wasn't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest the real scene of the crime was not on a boat?
What? Well then, where did the murder take place?
I don't know, the woods? Around here, maybe?
Maybe, Mr. Wright. And does this maybe include a reason why the killer would choose that spot?
Yes, well, maybe because there is no good reason a murderer thought we'd never expect it.
Maybe you should try again.
I don't know. It's not here. In a boat? I don't know I don't remember it. In the water? In his shop. Okay, I can't remember. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
We call Larry's testimony, if you will. I like how it just, goes around. That night he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. Okay, I was close with where my first thing was. I clicked right over here. Whatever. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat?
The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Oh my god. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got into the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
Then, who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer fired twice.
Can I save? Just in case. Because I don't remember. To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
I see. To someone looking at the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men from the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop, and then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body. Then he threw the body into the lake. That's what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake.
Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said.
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry, I cannot say what it was.
Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't in the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
A search warrant has already been issued.
It goes without saying.
Thank you, I'm trying.
It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Yeah, Larry, he did help. He did help. If you haven't seen Ace Attorney before at all, the first trial in this game, Larry's on the chopping block and we have to save him. This is a really great game. Okay.
Yay, Nick, you did it!
Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony, still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on the trial instead of our clients.
Hey, Edgeworth. Oh, they're so fun. I love them so much. This is a really old game, too. It came out October 2001.
Edgeworth?
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax.
I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. Oh, well, what do you mean? Right. It is funny. It's really funny. I love this game so much. Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. What do you mean, Edgeworth? Oh, that was kind of short. It's really late for me right now, though, so I kind of want to stop. I'm thinking. I'll do a little bit more.
What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about?
A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of a murder.
Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed?
I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he never takes someone's life. Never.
Nick.
Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisle, huh, Maya?
Swooning? Me? Oh yes, I do remember feeling faint.
Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Haha, me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, saved Edgeworth's life there, dude. Edgy.
You guys should be bowing before me, yeah. Bow before your hero.
Larry, you really helped in the trial today.
You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker is pretty suspicious. That Edgy ain't off the hook yet.
Way to spoil the mood, Larry.
Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I'm sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's... What? I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night?
Nick,
I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two till the end. Us two.
Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right?
Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry.
Not me. But why you, Larry?
Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick?
Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think?
You didn't know him back then. Everyone loves Larry. Yeah, he's just a little goofball. You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney.
Wait, was that when you two were classmates?
Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles, and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know?
What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about?
Huh? Okay, the music got really loud for me. I don't know if it also got loud for you, but oh my god, I have to turn it down. Okay. Sorry, I kind of forgot.
Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear the story today, and that's final.
Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. Okay, it's the music's okay. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial, a class trial.
A class trial?
Hold on a sec. I need a drink, sorry. You remember Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen.
Lunch money?
Our school is really small. Every month, kids who would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home.
Huh, I see.
Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Ah, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class.
So they thought you did it.
Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial.
Trial?
So the next day, we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant.
I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, it was you, thief. Give the money back. You're such a meanie. No one play with him. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, no borrowing my eraser. You shouldn't be on the relay race or the library committee. Give me my 50 cents back that alone.
Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize and went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened.
He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in your trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs.
My Miles. Baby Edgeworth.
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent.
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen.
Yeah, he did it. He's the one. Any proof? Why don't you all just shut up? That's how it always is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it.
Baby Larry.
Very well. I will replace the money myself.
Imagine if a teacher's salary would allow you to replace $38 yourself. Oh.
The class trial's over. They're all babies.
That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Real homies, BFFs.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world.
You did a good thing, Larry.
Well, yeah. I was just lucky that I took that day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm not going to become a I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my father. A famous defense attorney.
Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school.
The DL6 incident.
Right, I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death.
That's so sad.
It was several years later when I heard Edward's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, Dark Suspicious. Dark suspicions of a demon attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied.
I guess he didn't want to see his old friends.
I just couldn't drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he became who he became. That's when I decided.
Wait, you don't mean that's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth?
If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd meet me whether he'd want to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Well, Nick, so that's why you helped me out for free? Yes? I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick.
We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay?
Right. It very well may be.
First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is.
I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some evidence that I no longer need.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, what evidence do we still have? Yep.
Okay.
There he is. You look grim as always.
Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial.
Class trial? What do you mean?
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in the 3rd grade?
Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that.
Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers.
Well, it's probably only really mattered to me anyway.
Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know that trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney?
Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple, to a fault even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edward. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't have let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person.
One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right?
Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter. Anyway, you look at it. Yet he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all my memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yanni's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to lack of evidence, innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of the courtroom techniques from him.
So he's like my sister was to you, Nick.
He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he's obsessed with doing everything perfectly.
Perfectly, huh?
In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent, ever.
But that's...
I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma did is his job, to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow.
He is right. There's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Can I talk to him about the parrot? Sorry, I'm not sure I can help you with that. It was that case that changed my life. And tomorrow, on December 28th, its statute of limitation runs out. Tomorrow, could that be a coincidence? But even in that case, even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't think showing him a picture of his dead father would be a good idea.
Oh, Nick, no! That's a photo of his father. Don't show him that.
You're right. Now probably isn't a good time to dredge up those memories.
I'm glad you're liking it. I'm really glad.
What is it? Oh, nothing. Huh? Okay, let's go. Let's see. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet.
Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today.
Oh, really?
He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow.
The boat shop caretaker.
He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal.
Good luck, Gumshoe. Okay, let's go to Bird Lake.
Hey, pal. Long time no see.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half.
Sorry about that.
No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we know who really did it.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I made you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal.
Detective Gumshoe sure is active today.
Oh, one other thing. No one can go into the woods today.
The woods?
Where Lotta was camping?
The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one could go in for a while.
I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble.
Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
Let's go to
the steel eyesore is missing.
Eyesore?
Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too.
Guess Larry's too busy worrying about Edgeworth to show up for work.
Okay, let's move to the boat rental shop.
That old caretaker got away.
Yup.
I never imagined he might be the real murderer.
Ahem.
I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere.
Hello.
Oh, I don't remember the voice I gave him. This is Grossberg.
Hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, hmm? Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see?
Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow.
That's true, yes. But from what I saw at today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right?
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
Well, I'm not sure.
Hmm? If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance.
Thanks. Bye.
What do you think Grossberg was doing here anyway?
Who knows? Yeah. and they're all hard. I don't know what to do. I'm losing my mind. Oh, nobody's here. We could do the...
Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, Squawk. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to defend for herself. Hello, Squawk.
Alright, let's talk to Polly.
Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick.
You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something.
Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you.
Great, now the bird's gonna hate me.
That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228, Squawk. Let's open it. Come on, Nick.
I'm sure there isn't any money in there.
Aww.
Polly is a very important character.
But hey, he keeps it locked, right? There must be something of value in there.
I'm not so sure.
Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there.
I guess it might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter.
A letter? Aw, boring.
There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth!
Nick, what would Edgeworth's name be on there?
How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail.
What do you think it means, Nick?
I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for the caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions.
But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth?
Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Let's show that to Grossberg.
picnic.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no time to waste. Let's get going.
He's out again.
When does he work anyway?
Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Okay, let's show this to Edgeworth. Edgeworth, see this letter? I know. This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me?
Who is that old guy anyway?
I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right, but I don't remember that old man, not at all.
So he was following this letter then?
Which means there was someone else behind it. Now's the time to get your revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. 2 men? Meaning myself and Robert Hammond.
It also says this is your last chance.
Last chance. Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man.
What is it? Do you know who he is?
Yogi. Could he be Yogi?
Yogi?
The suspect in the DL6 incident who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago.
Earthquake! Whoa!
The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were in there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help, get us out. Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed that oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent.
Huh, but isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you?
Right. Yeah. There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time.
What kind of dream?
It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help, get us out. Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Oh, what are you? Stop breathing my air.
No, Father. He's attacking Father.
Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol.
Get away! Get away from my father!
Bang. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that's rung in my ears for the past 15 years.
But that's just a dream, right? Right?
That thought is the only thing that's kept me sane for the past 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father.
What?
If you think about that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it, Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe.
There is, Nick. There is someone who knows about the DL6.
Okay, I went too fast before. No! This is not good. This is not good. This is not good. Mr. Grossberg.
Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding. I can't believe you're not. It's really fun. It's really fun.
My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened.
Yeah, it's Mr. Edgeworth. Hee hee.
I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father.
It's only a dream. Only a dream.
I wonder.
No, what?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled?
Well.
Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. His pistol fired, and the deed was done.
No, I don't believe it.
Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought out revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations being so close.
What do you know about Edgeworth's father?
He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Von Karma's techniques.
That's no surprise.
Von Karma was an extreme man, forged testimonies and evidence are nothing against him. The result, he had a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods,
And?
he lost, and he died in despair, as it were.
I see.
Yeah, these games are great. I love them. There's a lot of them. There's a lot.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey.
I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yenny Yogi.
Yet Yogi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, It seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son?
It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. This incident took place 15 years ago tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll see the completion of not one but two trials, all thanks to the statute limitations. However, I'm afraid the damage the DL6 incident has done will never be eased. Gregory Edgeworth. He was a gifted man. His death was truly a loss. I wonder what would have become of Von Karma if he were alive. Oh ho, this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but his own.
Huh? His own sake?
He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh. You'll understand soon enough. Wait.
What is it?
This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this?
Who do we think? What do you think? Who wrote the instructions to the caretaker? Von Karma! Could it be Manfred von Karma?
Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this?
Well, I'm not sure.
Von Karma. Oh, wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports.
Yeah, you got it. Yay.
What? But that means that the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct. Manfred von Karma himself.
What does this mean then? Why would von Karma want to frame Edgeworth?
If it truly was von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no! But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
He will do anything. He will do anything to win. Anything. What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusations stood.
Faulty evidence?
It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt the blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow!
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
A vacation?
Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya.
In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
What a loser, indeed. Odd, if he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's gonna bring up deal 6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to deal 6? I won't let him.
Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty.
Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. The police materials, Oh, here we go. Let's go. Not here. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now I just can't have just anyone wandering in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yeah, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. Label says, unsolved cases, evidence. Unsolved cases. Nick, the file for deal 6, it's completely empty. What?
What are you doing in here?
Eek! Von Karma!
You... How do you know my name?
Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team. I beg your pardon, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed.
I can see how this guy was Edward's mentor. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist who can't shed the veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate.
Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Me, a grudge against a mere defense attorney. Why?
Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So, you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing after? The son of your most bitter rival?
That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles will admit his own defeat.
His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean?
You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow.
We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up Deal 6 in court tomorrow. Let's show him.
Fool, you think I, a prosecutor, would give you defense attorney information? Bah!
Creep! Let's show him his little love note. What do we think? Okay, let's show him the love note. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder.
Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've had him called by that name? He is a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it.
So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter.
Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me a lot of needless hassle.
What?
Nick, what is that thing?
A stun gun for self-defense, usually?
Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence.
600,000?
Oh, don't worry, people don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter.
No!
No! Whoa!
Oh, what are you?
Nick, run! Ah!
Maya!
Out of my way.
What?
Ugh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the deal 6 into evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya... Maya, open your eyes. Maya.
The letter? Did he take it?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay?
I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all.
Maya. There's gotta be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Huh? Maya. She's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident evidence number 7 taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're the most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Okay, I actually have to end tonight. I have to end right now. It's 1:30 in the morning.
Save.
That was fun. Maybe I'll do it again tomorrow. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go. Title screen. Oh, thank you for following. Oh my god, the maid outfit thing was probably banging around the screen the whole time. Good night, good night. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you hanging out, and I appreciate that you like the game. Just good night. Have a good night. Oh my god, this thing is. I have to take this off. Okay. Bye bye.